technologically illiterate, marvelous Mike Dudley. I don't know how to turn my phone off. Don't call me between the hours of 2 and 6 a.m. I'm not helping you. Joined, as always, by my co-host, cohort, and younger brother,
the technically proficient, or somewhat, MD3 Marcus Dudley checking in on you. What's going on out there in podcast land? Thank you all for joining us. We are broadcasting live from the luxurious What You Been Watching studios here in the shadows of Doak Campbell Stadium by Bragg Memorial in Tallahassee, Florida. How are you today, my brother? How are you, man?
Doing well, sir. Doing well.
Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Anything in particular happening before we dive into the $1 million stuff?
Oh man, I'm just recovering from the well, we can't say what it really, but what our bracket season, our bracket tournament.
The episode will have aired by now.
Yeah. It was a banger. It was hard fought. I'm just exhausted. I feel like I went 6 rounds with like Tito Ortiz, and I got my ass pushed in. So I'm just sick.
Yeah. I got you. No, it was a fun tournament, man. Matthew was like, pick stuff I watch. So, no, but we appreciate y'all tuning in. We were thinking...
We can't all do Cannibal Holocaust 2. It can't just be like... Right? whatever weird Italian guarno film you've ever... Jello film.
Yeah. I don't know. That would be fun to do but I would have to watch all the movies first, and then
you would like hate it.
Best camp or whatever. I would just get burned out. Like it serves a purpose. All the campy stuff. I just at a certain point, I'm like, that's all I got. So, but no, it was fun. I think Empire. I mean, our final 4 was Godfather 2, Empire, Terminator 2, and Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. So yeah, all pretty solid contenders. But the Elite 8 was pretty good too, or whatever we called it, the Octagonal Ocho, whatever the hell we decided on. Infinity War, Aliens.
8mm. What did we say it was?
Yeah, 8mm. That's right. It was Snake Eyes, is what it was. Empire, Fury Road, Terminator 2, Thor Ragnarok made the Elite 8, which just bad matchups along the way.
I mean, first round upset where Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance unseats the Dark Knight. Nobody saw that one coming.
That shit is. I did, sadly, but I thought
that's the small Christian college in like West Virginia that nobody saw coming.
That's why we play the game. That's why I was going to bitch about it more, because I wanted to tell you both how fucking stupid you are live on air, but I would have just sound whiny. But
well, thank God we live in a democracy where even idiots get to vote.
Is that what that's your takeaway?
That's it.
The uninformed voter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my God. Cheers to that shit, man. But no, it was fun, man. I'm glad that we got to do it. We don't respect you enough as an audience to bring in new flavors or flares. So we go, what's it was intentional. We're like, what's the way that we can reflect that the most? Because a lot of sequels don't. And we're like,
Best sequels.
That's it. Bring it back exactly the same way. But also, no new characters, no nothing.
But also, if ever you're going to do a best sequels bracket, why wouldn't it be the second annual? Like, it only makes sense. I mean, the joke sort of writes itself.
I mean, yeah, but so we'll figure out what to do next year. But
best trilogy.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, I'm with it. Best trilogy. All threequels, baby. And not just the third movie. What's the best? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Spoiler alert.
That's it.
Oh, shit, man. Anything else you want to talk about before we dive into it?
No, man, I'm good. Let's get this
brother.
Trainer rolling.
Well, then shit, my brother. Here is, my friend, the $1 million question, the reason why everyone tunes in. What you been watching, my brother?
Got on Netflix kick recently and watched The Bear.
That's Hulu, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, Hulu. Yes,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's all the same.
Yeah, whatever. They don't throw us endorsement money. Fuck them.
Not yet.
Yeah, The Bear. I got it. If I had done my research and I cared more about the audience, I would have.
Jeremy something, isn't it?
Jeremy Irons?
No, the lead character.
Jeremy Renner.
He did an interview with 2020.
Oh,
let's
talk about that.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I saw it was alive.
Welcome to the Speculation Podcast.
Yeah, I can say what he talked about it. Guess Barbara Walters came back out of retirement and/or death. Not sure where she went. Anyways, but no, what's that actor's name? Jeremy something or something? Jeremy?
Sure.
And whatever, the guy from The Bear.
Yeah. He was also Lip in Shameless.
Yeah. No, he's good in that show.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really good in The Bear too. I think as far as bringing a a certain gravity and seriousness to a character. He does that very, very well. He always has that very, I hate to say haggard look, but just, he's got kind of buggy eyes, kind of sullen cheeks, so he always looks like he's either, maybe, strung out or stressed out, or like he always looks
he works at a restaurant.
Yeah. So like he fits that character very, very well. It's so funny. I think I told you about this. The little details in that show, they get completely right. Like everybody drinking water out of the portion cups, and like every time somebody's coming behind somebody, it's always behind on your left.
Yeah.
So it's little stuff like that, and like I think they sort of lose themselves in the allure or the fantasy or the fantasization of working in a restaurant, in terms of like everybody gets along. It's this really glorious, like everybody feels so innovated and like so motivated to like express themselves through culinary art. And it's like, no, most people I know work in a restaurant just treat that shit like a job. They clock in, they do their stuff, and then they go home. And
you're saying the Bear captures that? Or they do the fantasy.
They do the fantasy of
okay.
it, yeah.
Where everyone's like, oh, for family, for this.
Right. We have family here. Or like, I'm trying to.
I am not an Olive Garden.
Right.
Here's something I learned recently, just while we're on that subject, because I was not very pleased with some things in my work life, but you didn't ask me, but still.
Sure.
When somebody's like, we're a family here, usually when your employer starts mentioning that you're family, it really means that they're just that they've already been encroaching upon your boundaries and are taking advantage of you in some way, and that's just some cop-out bullshit. Oh, we're a family here. We do things for each other. I'm like, my car insurance is due April 26th.
Right.
And guess what? I won't be able to pay it. So you're going to cut that check, family? No? Okay. Then you're using it as some old bullshit.
Right. I'm sorry. Are we having Christmas dinner together? Or do you know my kids' names?
Yeah.
What the fuck? No, we ain't family.
Yeah, ain't family. Fuck them out of here.
No.
So anyway.
And that's I think that's something that is important to understand, is that like, you can have friends, and you can have people you work with, and you can have work friends. You can have any combination thereof. Like, you don't have to be friends with the people you work with. You got to get along with them.
Civility, yeah.
Yeah, civility-wise. You can't curse them out every time you want to, even though you might want to. You could with family. Sitting around the Thanksgiving table like, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, you can air it out sometimes. I just had that event happen recently where somebody pulled that bullshit. We're family. I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
That is just keep an eye out for that. When you start hearing your employer say, we're a family here. Even then, like, I've worked in...
That means they're going to ask you to do some semi-illegal shit.
Yeah, or just encroach upon your boundaries to take advantage of you for not... Just compensate me then, family.
Right.
Fucking hell, man. So, anyways. And even with my own family, I try to do business first. Like, if I were to buy a car from Michael, I would be like, what is the price? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, this is what I can do. Where were you at? Oh, I'll knock off $200 for you. Okay, cool. Let's put that in paper. Let's, but you better have your money with the $200. You know what I mean? Minus the 200. I need that money. Like, you got to. So, miss me with that shit, man.
Right.
By the way. But, so I don't really know the premise of that show. Is it just about a dude that works at a restaurant?
It's basically this dude inherits a restaurant from his brother who owned it beforehand. And he got it from their dad. It's been in the family for, I want to say, like, since their granddad or something like that. But his brother committed suicide, and he ended up inheriting it. And so it's basically, it's like week one of him coming in after the funeral and sort of inheriting not only like all of the staff issues, but like also like the financial woes. And his brother had a real bad drug habit and owed a lot of money and a gambling addiction. And so like he's got people constantly knocking down his door.
They got that aspect of the restaurant.
They did get the
owner having issues.
Yeah. Like I said, it's the little details. So yeah, it's basically just him trying to deal with, every episode sort of deals with a new issue. He fails a health inspection because his idiot brother didn't order the right type of caulk one time. Half of his staff is ready to quit because payroll's been late for the past 3 months, or whatever. So it's sort of like just what's the problem of the day and how he overcomes that. And they do a really good job of interweaving backstory throughout the entire series. Like, they never just do a whole information dump. You learn little pieces here and there as everybody gets the chance to tell their story. So
flesh out the characters, as
it
were.
Yeah. It's a really good character study. It's a really good dynamic of what it's like to work with family and co-workers and sort of, the intermingling of the two. So really, really interesting. I think it's a little bit claustrophobic. They tend to do a lot of like zoom back, like 1 to 2 to 1 to 2 to 1 to 2 shots, or like over the shoulder, and then they'll like every conversation is just so fast and witty and just so boom, 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 that if you aren't really paying attention or you just have it on in the background, you're gonna miss something. So it is kind of one of those things you gotta kind of pay a little bit of attention to.
It's weird. I know a lot of people say that. They're like, oh man, like the dialogue in films and stuff like that, it's like people don't really talk like that. But if people, I mean, short of this podcast, but if people really wrote a film, like how people speak, you wouldn't go. Because it's like, you can do that at your house.
Well, or you get a Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah. And so it's like...
and not one of the good ones.
Yeah, so it's a little... It's kind of good that they do that. I know a lot of people harp on it. Like, nobody really talks like that, but whatever. So, but no, I wanted to watch that show. There's a show coming out on FX that I'm very happy to be in line for. That's Dave season 3.
I still have not seen any episode of Dave. I really, really need to. They're selling it pretty hard.
It's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
I know the people that have been reluctant, and I've not really pushed that hard on people. Like, oh, you're going to love it. There's one episode I guarantee everyone's going to love because it's just fucking like... It's just genius comedy.
Okay.
But there's the people that I've told about it, like, yeah, I think you'd like it. I've always gotten a good report back from them, being like, you're right, I actually really did enjoy that. And it's surprisingly heartfelt, and the acting's on point, and it's pretty funny too. So it's a pretty fun show. So they announced season 3, and I'm pretty stoked about it. So the adventures of LD and Gator continue. Or Gator, my bad. So Gator, his assistant is Hype Man in real life. He has an episode in season 1 where it shows a little bit of his backstory, like how he met Lil Dicky and how he was like, and he breaks down and he's talking about real life stuff. He apparently is really bad bipolar disorder, and it shows him like have an episode in the mall over his mom about owing somebody some money and stuff like this, and he like freaks out and loses his shit, and like they end up hospitalizing him and getting him on medication, and Dave doesn't know that, and so it's all backstory. And the guy, Gator, I don't know his real name, but that's just what it goes by, like actually knocks it out of the park as a performance. Like Dave's like, dude, you're always up here, down here, like what the fuck's going on? Like, I'm just trying to hang out and you're over here bouncing around. And he just cuts him off. He's like, because I'm fucking bipolar, dude. Okay. And he just breaks down crying. And it's like, in that moment, you're like, whoa, like, I didn't expect that out of this show. And there's other stuff in there you'll still appreciate, but it's stuff like that where you're like, I did not expect that out of this
right
Lil Dicky produced show, but he's pretty talented, man. Like, I gotta get it to him. So
cool. I gotta check that out.
So yeah, I'm stoked on that one. But what else you been watching, though, man? I know you said you've been on some FX kick or.
Recently got into the show Wilfred with Elijah Wood, and
based off the Australian comedy.
Yeah. Basically, it's a guy going through a really depressive episode, and he is in love with his neighbor, this really hot, cute blonde, and she asked him one day to watch her dog just to like whatever, and it's like the day that he's planning on killing himself. So he's like, well, fuck, I can't kill myself now because now I got to watch this dog. And when the dog appears, it's just a dude like in a dog suit who just dispenses like really, really wise advice, but it's always really bad wise advice. Like the dude's obviously read like Nietzsche and Confucius and Plato and Marcus Aurelius and all these like really great philosophical thinkers. But every time he employs the tactic of like trying to use that knowledge, it's always really, really bad advice. So the whole kick is the guy's name is Ryan. Is Ryan crazy because he's the only one who sees Wilfred as this dude in a suit? Like every interaction that Wilfred has with every other actor in the show, they treat him exactly like a dog, and he's like licking this chick's face and like nuzzling in her boobs, and she's just like, oh, he's so friendly. Meanwhile, Elijah Wood is kicking back like, I don't think that's appropriate. Like, don't do that.
I've heard it's a little bit Calvin and Hobbes.
It is.
Of like, is the tiger real or not?
It is. It is very Calvin and Hobbes, and they kind of get into a little bit about Wilfred's always fucking with him. Like, no, you really are crazy, Ryan. You you took too many meds and now I'm just a mirage in your mind. And, you know, Ryan's like, really? And then he smacks the shit out of him. He's like, no, otherwise you wouldn't have felt that. What's wrong with you?
A little bit like Happy also.
Yeah.
This is a really good show. Sad they got canceled.
Yeah, that was another good one. That was Christopher Maloney and
Patton Oswalt.
Patton Oswalt, yeah. His little imaginary horse.
Yeah, it was like a little pink or a blue pony or a unicorn or whatever. Yeah. No, actually, I'll tell you about Wilfred. I know when it first came out, our Uncle Steven, shout out to you, Unc, he was a big fan of it. He was like, have you guys seen that show? I was like, no. And he was telling me that it's pretty enjoyable, so I might have to come around to it, man. There's just so much stuff on the backlog that I just need to sit down and commit to. There's a lot, but that's a whole... Yeah. There could be an episode of what haven't I been watching, what haven't I been keeping up with. Fucking Mandalorian started. Oh, my God.
I haven't even watched Andor yet.
I haven't watched it yet.
The problem is and I think you and I have talked about this a little bit, is like there's just so much content nowadays. Yep. Like it's not like it was back in the you know, early days of TV where you had, you know, 6 channels, so everybody saw everything. You know, like, did you see the latest episode of you know, I Love Lucy? Of course I did, because there was one other thing on, and
right,
you know,
and people had time. Even if you had cable, like, you know, you had what, by the time like real premium packages came, you have 150, sometimes 300 channels. A lot of them movie.
But
channels.
Even then, it was a huge backlog of like old movies, of you know, stuff that they had just bought the rights for and just sat on, and just like, well, how do we make money off of this? Oh, we'll just throw it on the basic cable channel.
Yeah, and like Sunday nights, if you had HBO, like, you knew what you were doing,
right?
And then now it's like even back in the day, though, like, you had 60 channels on cable. They all had time slots. Like, we're not going to put Chappelle's show at noon. You know, we're going to put that at 10:30 on Wednesdays with South Park as the lead-in.
Right.
And then The Daily Show. It's like, oh, cool. Like, there was a flow. They knew what your audience was at what time. And it was like, so you could kind of bounce around to the things you had interest in. You might have to miss some of it. But nowadays, like you said, it's just, everyone has their own intellectual properties. And everyone's like, and it's a good problem to have. We really do, in my opinion, live in the golden age of television. Like, it's brilliant.
For sure.
Like,
yeah. Again, it's you're not for lack of want. There is, on some channel, you might not have heard of it, but on some channel or some streaming service, there's a show that is tailor-made for you.
Just for you, yep.
And you might be one of 6 people watching it, but you will enjoy the shit out of that.
Yeah, I still haven't even seen The Boys 3.
I still haven't either.
You've seen 1 and 2, though, right?
I have seen 1 and 2.
1 and 2 is wild.
I still haven't watched Invincible. I still haven't seen...
Yeah.
I stopped watching The Walking Dead after like season 5 or 6 and haven't picked that back up.
Yeah, I have no interest there.
It's just, I'm so far behind on trying to keep, but I can't. I'm just exhausted. I have to eat and poop and sleep at some point during the day.
Consume, Michael. Michael, they've learned to monetize our eyes. Give them the money they so crave. They really have. That's a different existential story we'll talk about later of Crisis. Anyways, what else have you been watching, my brother?
Oh man, that last rant made me feel like I just had a whole rail of cocaine.
Oh,
speaking of which,
speaking of other bears and cocaine, I heard you saw that movie.
I did.
What'd you think of it, man?
I'm of two minds about it. On the one hand, I really like it in terms of it's a really fun, campy movie that knows what it is. It's very much, you know, Snakes on a Plane or something in that genre. Yeah. You know, Piranha 3D or something like that. That being said, it's only 95 minutes, and that movie is really boring. Like,
really?
Really boring. Anytime that the bear is not on camera, they keep cutting to the B and the C storylines, and it's basically just Ray Liotta looking for drugs, or Carrie Russell walking through the woods all wide-eyed like Naomi Watts and just being like, Sarah? Where's my daughter? Sarah? Sarah? Sarah?
Yeah.
And it's just really, it's a lot of really pretty shots of like woods and stuff like that, but it's just people walking and then intercut by like, oh, so we're going to see what the bear's up to for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's all I care about.
Exactly. That was my whole problem, was any time that the bear was not on screen, I could not give less of a fuck about any of the characters.
Rest in peace, Ray Liotta. I think this is the last one on
that
screen,
was his last one, yeah.
What's your favorite Ray Liotta performance?
I mean, it's got to be Goodfellas.
Nah, bro, it's the Dad in Blow. Dad in Blow. He's my favorite Ray Liotta performance.
I see that one, yeah. Or wasn't he...
He's the voice in Vice City, too, and Grand Theft Auto.
That's true.
Tommy whatever. he's had a good little run. Nice little career there, old Ray Liotta, with our hot take about.
Yeah. You know who had it? Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta. Oh, good actor there. Nah, he's incredible in Goodfellas. But yeah, no, I wanted to see that movie. I haven't gotten around to it yet. They dropped a bunch of really good shit all at once in the theater.
Yeah.
And I just didn't get around to that one. But I did go twice to the theater. That one eluded me. I saw, Creed 3. Yeah, we're on the continuation. What the fuck haven't I been watching? Creed 3, which Michael still hasn't seen Creed 1 or 2.
No, I've seen Creed 1.
See, that's Michael lying right there.
No, I have. I've seen Creed 1, yeah.
Yeah, no, Creed 1's the best one.
Smash cut to next year. Great confessional. I've never seen
Creed 1.
Any of the Creed movies.
I don't even know how to spell Creed. I Googled Creed and I listened to an album. That's what I did. I got them mixed up. Yeah, no, I
was like, this isn't about Scott Stapp at all.
Yeah, so what would you rate Cocaine Bear? And The Bear. Just do them in one. Average it out. And make it kitchen and cocaine related. There's a challenge for you as a writer.
They both get a C grade.
Hey, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did
They both get a C grade.
It's a little too close to a real scale, but you pivoted just enough. That was pretty good.
You kind of paid me in a quarter there.
I know. It was like testing your skills as a writer, an improvisationalist, a podcasting host.
Okay. Now name an occupation and a place.
I know. I'm like, bear, woods.
Oh, shit.
Anyways, man. No, I did go to the theater, though, recently.
What you been watching?
Oh, yeah, shit. I saw a sneak preview for the Dungeons and Dragons, a movie with Chris Pine and Michelle Rodriguez and Hugh Grant's in it, and Renee Jean Page, whatever.
He's the bad guy, isn't he? Hugh Grant?
He is. Yeah, he is. He's the facilitator of the bad guy.
Okay.
He thinks he's in charge. I'll just put it like that.
Okay.
He is the bad guy, though, yeah. He's Uncle Douchebag, pretty much.
Okay.
Man, I'll tell you what, man. I think I get tired of the internet sometimes. I appreciate it sometimes when I see certain memes. I'm like, God bless you, internet. You're undefeated. But sometimes, man, people just get so fucking negative about it. I see people shitting all over the movie before it even came out. They're like, it's going to be crap. Just utter crap.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, first off, ask yourself, what do you want out of a Dungeons and Dragons movie?
I want to see them go into a cave and or dungeon.
Yep.
I want to have at least one of the classes, a fighter, a mage, a bard, barbarian. We're good, right? The classes are there? Cool. Yeah. I'm going to see some orcs.
Yep.
I want to see... a fucking dragon. How about that?
How about that? Check those boxes then.
All right, cool.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I went with my buddy Ryan and his girlfriend, and he's always telling me, man, she's really negative. She's really negative. And
we can bleep her name out later if this doesn't work out.
It's all good, though. It's all love. But we were beforehand, I'm making small talk about, ironically enough, Cocaine Bear. He's like, I saw Cocaine Bear last Saturday. I was like, oh, cool. How was it? Fucking terrible. Worst thing I've ever seen. I was like, cool. Like, and again, I'm not hating on anyone for disliking something, but it's just there's nowhere to go in the conversation from that. You know what I mean? The worst thing I've ever seen. What about it didn't you like? Fucking everything. Cool.
Really?
Did you like a soda? Some gummy bears?
The worst thing you've ever seen? Like, I don't know. I saw like ISIS beheading videos when I was like 14, and those were pretty terrible. I don't know. Like, remember 9/11?
Yeah,
remember seeing that? That was pretty bad.
2001. Yeah,
but you're right. Cocaine Bear was worse than that.
Yeah. And then so then we watched the Dungeons and Dragons movie, and I was like, what'd you think? Terrible. Hated every second. Like, cool. Great. Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. Again, don't hate people for their opinions. I don't hate anybody really, but I respect the fact that you're allowed to have it. But it was just like, man, this is a hard conversation to have. Because even then, what are you gonna say? Like, oh, I actually kind of enjoyed it. They're like, huh.
Right. All right. Well, you're dumb.
Yeah. But no, in all seriousness, I actually liked the D&D movie. I mean, it was like not Oscar winning, but if you like Guardians of the Galaxy and like fun light romps,
sure,
like, that's what it is. The stakes are, it's fucking obviously fantasy. There's a lot of people go, oh, it's just going to be Easter eggs, the movie. I'm like, yeah,
thank you.
Who cares, dude?
Right.
There's a rich lore.
Ooh, look, there's a gelatinous cube. Ooh, look, a mimic. Ooh, owlbear. Ooh, they did a fucking wraith. They did a beholder. They did a whatever.
They mention places. They say Baldur's Gate like 8 times.
Fucking A.
Yeah, And even then, like, that doesn't take away from the movie. That's just, hey, for those of you who will catch this at all, any movie that you see that's fantasy based, I watched the clip of Willow, the new one, and they go past the shattered seas. I don't know what the fuck that is. So to anyone else that doesn't know, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, it's just for us people that know. At least they were like, hey, name some things that exist in the D&D lore as far as you know.
Right, as opposed to just making up random shit.
Which they could even and go, hey, guess what? This is our campaign. Eat a dick.
Right.
And they could.
Homebrew.
Yeah, homebrew. Like, who cares? And so, I don't know, man. I see a lot of hate on it. The movie's out now. It just came out this Friday. I saw it like 2 weeks ago. I enjoyed it, man. They do little in-jokes with the fact of, like, the bard is kind of useless. Like,
I would wholeheartedly disagree.
No, but,
as a fan of someone who plays bards.
No, I'm just. But you know, like the meta of the game is like everyone's kind of like, what does a bard really do? Like they're
we
not.
We seduce our way in and out of every situation.
There you go. That's Michael's. We'll talk about our D&D campaign if you want. It'd be a good segue. Yeah, Matthew. Actually, we played D&D last night. Matthew rode a decaying dragon out of the sky as we defeated it to Earth. It's fucking rad.
As we crashed an airship, it was dope.
And he dropped a gnar on us,
That's
brah.
right. He dropped the gnar, brah.
brah. So we played D&D. I don't know, man. People are gonna.
We're nerds. I don't know if you picked that up.
Figured it out yet, but yeah, people are gonna shit on it. They're like, oh, it's fucking the tiefling, and it's funny because we do the same things with comic books where somebody's gonna look at the tiefling character and be like, she's too tall to be a tiefling historically in lore. Like, just shut up. Just enjoy something. Like, God damn.
Hugh Jackman could never be Wolverine because technically Wolverine is like 5'3", and Hugh Jackman is clearly 6'2", and so therefore he disqualified from being Wolverine. Oh wait, he's awesome. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I get it. Like, we all try to gatekeep stuff to a certain point, and even then, people are like, that might say, "Oh, I get it. When a band is too big to fit in your back pocket, you stop liking them." The worst thing it's gonna do is bring attention to the game.
Yeah.
Of somebody that's never played before and go, "Oh man, I really like that. What is I don't know what you even call it. The illusion pumas that are in I don't know what they're called, the casters or whatever. What is that? What is a beyonder? What is this? What is a tiefling? What is
Oh yeah.
And so there's a lot of like meta jokes into, like I said, the bard being, like, for lack of a better word, kind of useless. He just makes a plan is all he does. And he's like, so we have the plan. What else do we need you for? And he's like, well, if the plan falls through, then I'm going to need to be there to make a second plan. He's like, so you just make bad plans then.
So make a better plan right now.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then
and there's like
sit your ass on the couch.
Yeah, just go away. And there's a funny part where people try to tell their backstory. And they just cut them off. Like, we don't care.
As someone who has written many a backstory.
Yeah, that never come to life.
You guys should really ask about my sister. We don't give a fuck.
Shit. What do you roll? Yeah. What's your movement?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we're here to raid this down.
Have I mentioned my sister Lorelai again?
Yeah.
No? All right.
So it's little stuff for the people that do play where it's not like hammering it home for you, but it's just little kind of inside jokes of kind of like the paladin is, most paladins that you play, you have to really go out of your way because unless you're an oath breaker, which we're going to be in fucking nerds right now,
sure.
Most paladins have an oath and that's what makes them like a lawful good character.
Right. I dedicate myself to the idea of loyalty or trust or love or this particular god or whatever.
Whatever it is. And so they bring Rene Page Jean or Jean Page Rene from...
You are saying the name wrong. It is Rene Jean Page.
Right. That guy. Who's from one of those... what's the British show on Netflix? I don't know. Royal Tenenbaums.
I watch America.
I know, right?
USA, USA, USA.
But he's some real handsome dude, and he plays the paladin. And, like, again, the meta joke about paladins is they're fucking buzzkills. And this guy is completely that. So, again, it's kind of a wink to, like, people that know of, like, they kind of hit the nail kind of properly, pretty squarely. And it's not like you have to play a paladin that way, but usually people are like, I'm a paladin, and my crest is this. And you're like, fuck. It's about to be lame.
Hey, guys, guess what? We are not going to be able to murder anybody this game.
And it's also the same way with people that are just, like, chaotic evil.
Oh yeah.
Because at some point you're just like, we go here and we kill everyone and we pill, and you're just
I try to rob everybody while everybody's asleep. Like, okay, I wake up and stab you. Roll a new character.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Unless everyone's on board.
Right.
It's fucking lame, but
I'm not trying to be an asshole. It's just what my character would do. Like, no, you wrote the character. You're an asshole.
Yeah, you're an asshole for writing that character.
Don't do that.
Yeah. whatever.
I'm kind of a rogue and a loner. All right, why are you playing with a team right now? Like, go have your solo adventure by yourself. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good point.
We're just gonna bitch about D&D tropes for the next 20 minutes.
Fuck it, dude. Oh, if only we had a platform that we could talk about the stuff we want to talk about on. I say that in my daily all the time now. I'll bring up a reference and nobody will know what I'm talking about. I'm like, damn, if only I wish I had a platform to go talk about some more fucking nonsense that you guys don't follow. Force people
if only I put my references out there for, I don't know, all the world to hear. And, you know, it's free and you guys could just, I don't know, listen and then keep up with me. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Oh, speaking of references, shout out to Kesta, always bright. You can find us at What You Been Watching Podcast at gmail.com, at facebook.com, at Dudley Bros Podcast. Look for the colorful banner done by the great M.K. Dudley Art. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry about that. There's a reference.
That was great.
Pivot out into business. Back to it. So yeah, D&D movie.
We're gonna just write the ship. That's right. We got off course.
We're in it. We're in it now. You guys are getting a true What You Been Watching. The last two were crazy structured.
Oh man!
So we're getting this out of our system before we come back with some a little bit more structured than this episode. But we need it, man. It's therapeutic for us too. I haven't kicked it with Michael.
Yeah, we got to not only we're not just about facts and figures and trying to figure out what the most dominant sequels in all of movie history are. We got to have our own irreverence. Yeah, this is for us.
Fuck yeah. Most definitely.
You guys are just welcome to join in.
So yeah, D&D movie. Join in on that. Talk about it.
D&D's nuts?
D&C's? D&CDs? Anyways. No, I would recommend it. I would give it, trying to think of something from D&D lore. 9 fireballs.
9?
9 fireballs.
Wow. I mean, I guess it depends on how enclosed of a space we're talking.
It's like level 2 cast, though.
Okay.
Over a campaign, you did some damage.
All right. Okay.
You know, you rolled okay. Doesn't mean you hit them all. I'm stop explaining the review. The review stands as is. 9 fireballs. You go watch the goddamn movie and determine it. But no, I did like it though. Check it out. What else did we watch? I watched The Righteous Gemstones. You ever heard of that show?
I have. That's the one it's like the televangelist family. It's got John Goodman and
Adam Devine,
and Kenny Powers. Kenny Powers.
Danny McBride.
Danny McBride. Thank you.
Who I fucking adore.
Of course, yeah. I have not seen it. Again, it's one of those. It's been on my list. It's just I've had other things going on, and I tend to obsess over series. Like I can't just jump in and jump out kind of thing. Like it bugs me. So if I'm going to sit down and watch a series, I need to sit down and watch the whole series. But just haven't gotten around to it. Tell me about it.
I have not. I'm about a little halfway through season 1, and it was a pivotal point that happened, and then I just was like, all right, cool, it's a good stopping point, because the next episode was like an interlude about the parent. So about I'm almost called him Kenny Powers, about Danny McBride's mother. But it's a good show, though. It is. You described it pretty thusly, and it's a televangelist family like that runs a mega church, but a more than one mega church is, and it's like a franchise almost. And their last name is Gemstone, and that's why they're the Righteous Gemstones. And let's just say they have a lot of skeletons in the closet. And Danny McBride, it's a really dark show.
Okay,
it's a really dark show, and it's really fucked up that some of the things that they do. It's very traditional Southern. They have a sister in the family who's just like pretty much not allowed on stage with them and stuff, and is like to be subservient. And lo and behold, when you find out about their mother who passed away, there's 3 of them. It's Adam Devine is the youngest brother. Mm-hmm. Then there's the sister, and then there's Danny McBride, and then John Goodman is the dad.
Right.
So and their mother passed away, and so you kind of find out that the mother was really like the shit. She was the brains of the whole operation, and just kind of was the spark behind John Goodman's presence. And so you find out that the daughter has some of that too, and there's stealing from the church and blackmail and extortion and people trying to just get away with whatever they can.
It's amazing how they get all the tiny details right.
I know, right? It's the little things. But it's a good show. I would say that it's not as funny as Eastbound and Down, but I don't know if it's trying to be. There's still funny shit that happens, but like Danny McBride in Eastbound and Down is known for just being an asshole. So whatever you say, he's just going to rip on you for. Like, this fucking asshole over here is trying to, do this or whatever. That was a bad impression, but he's really quick with it in that show. I almost want to cut that out, but we're going to leave it in. It's really bad. But he'll just rip on people in Eastbound and Down. And he's just an asshole that doubles down on everything he does, but he does it really comedically. And you still kind of like him.
Sure.
He's kind of anti-hero-ish in a weird way, as you're like kind of hoping like, just get your shit together, Kenny. Just get your shit together.
Of course.
And in this one, there's a little bit less redeeming qualities for everybody.
Well, yeah.
It's a little bit, at least in season 1. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's more, but they're all just not good people. Like, just across the board. And they just play it up for church, and they just make buku bank day in and day out. And there's little funny jokes of like the Danny McBride's one son's name, I think, is like, it's something biblical. It's like
Ezekiel,
Abraham, or something like that. And his other son's name is Damien. And Damien just fucking hates him. And the shit he talks to his dad is just awesome. It's like, fuck you, Dad, I hate you. He goes in to kiss him goodnight, and he's like, ugh, gay wad. He's like, what? So, yeah. But it's, again, I don't think it's as funny as Eastbound and Down, but it's been a really entertaining show, and it's really dark. It takes a twist. It's like, holy shit, we're doing this now? Okay. So people get murdered, and yeah. But
wow, okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty fun, though.
It's like Sopranos meets like the 500 Club or something like that, or the 700 Club.
700 Club.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sorry, I didn't want to short them to 200.
I know, really. Jesus. It's like one of the longest running shows on television, too. God. And that's actually a really good way to describe it, Michael. You should write the back of the DVD box description.
I would love that job.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would love that job.
Yeah, you actually pretty well at that. Somebody's got to do it.
Fucking A.
But yeah.
I don't know where I'm sending my application, but I'm working on my resume right now.
Paramount. Remember DVDs?
I'd like to revive a struggling business for you.
Exactly. Oh man, I would really please write that letter, please. And you write your own version to whatyoubeenwatchingpodcast@gmail.com.
That's right. We'll read them online.
Yeah, that'd be great. Make us laugh. That's a really good description, though. There was a point I was going to say about it, but then you really knocked it out of the park with the 700 Club meets the Sopranos.
Hey man, I got the elevator pitch down, baby.
That was good, man. That was good. So I'll let you know how that one plays out, but it's a pretty dark show and enjoyable so far.
Right on. And
I'll let you know how the season.
Who's the one to watch of anybody? I mean, John Goodman, Adam Devine, Kenny Powers. Those are all pretty like heavy hitter actors in terms of so. If you had to pick one superstar to be like, that's the one to watch. Who's the Valley Kilmer of this?
Valley Kilmer's of it. I don't know the actress's name. I've seen her face in a bunch of comedic stuff. I do not. I should have Googled it before I did this, but the sister's pretty. I'm interested in where her character goes.
Is it Rebel Wilson?
No, it's not.
Is it Kristen Wiig?
No,
I'm out.
And I don't know. Right?
They're in everything. Yeah. Melissa McCarthy?
No.
Ah, shit. I'm out.
No, when you see her, you'll be like, oh, she's been in a lot of shit. I can't remember her name, but but I'm a huge Adam Devine fan as well. Like, I just like him as a person.
Yeah.
He was on an episode of Two Bears, One Cave.
Yeah.
Two Bears
I saw that. Yeah.
But
he was hysterical. He talks about how he lost his virginity like after a Blink-182 concert, and as they're getting hot and heavy, he just decides to like put on the Blink-182 CD, just be like, "Wasn't this concert awesome?" And like as he's getting ready, all the small things starts playing, and so he like realizes how awkward it is, and so he's like, "More like all the medium things, right?" And his girl's like, "What?"
The best part is he goes, I finished before the song was over. So then I had to sit there in silence with that bad joke while all the
That's a minute 45 second song.
Yeah. It's like... yeah, he's a funny dude, man.
Anyway, go listen to that podcast.
So then come back. But yeah, I would review Righteous Gemstones with about, 13 Bible Belt states.
13?
Yeah.
Isn't that all the Bible Belt states?
I don't know. Whatever. There's 50 states, so you take it which way I'm going with this scale.
We're going to turn them all into the Bible Belt.
Yeah. Other than that, though, man, this is our sub-segment of what you've been watching.
Oh,
what you've been playing, yeah. How you been gaming, what you've been playing. I've been on a kick,
How you been sticking.
Yeah. What you been sticking. Or I could talk about Tommy Boy and Black Sheep. Watch both of those. We can do that first.
Okay.
Watch Tommy Boy and Black Sheep. I forgot I watched that.
I just love that I'm going to have to come back and cut out that whole middle part.
Just leave it. Just leave it. But speaking of Adam Devine and Bert Kreischer.
Yeah.
I think we both watched a little something, a certain Netflix comedy special.
Yeah. New Bert Kreischer special, Razzle Dazzle.
Razzle Dazzle. What'd you think, man?
It was really good. To be fair, I think it was probably one of his weakest showings, just in terms of it didn't quite hit the same notes that he did on Secret Time and of course The Machine.
I like Hey Big Boy and Secret Time a little better
than The Machine.
Well, The Machine ends strong as shit.
Of course,
but the whole special is a little bit. He's still finding his rhythm, I think.
Sure.
But nothing wrong with all four of them.
I think the main problem with that I have with this special is full confession. You and I went and saw Bert Kreischer when he was in Tallahassee, and so some of the stories had already been ruined for me. Not ruined, but I had seen the bit, and kind of the whole point of comedy is hearing it for the first time,
right.
and letting the surprise of where it goes wash over you. So even when he was setting up bits, I could see sort of the thread that he was making. But still wholly enjoyable. I mean, again, it's a dude. Bert Kreischer is a phenomenal storyteller, and those are all my favorite comedians. George Carlin and Eddie Murphy and Patton Oswalt. All fantastic storytellers. It's just they sort of tell you about their life, and here's a thing that happened, and weave in jokes here and there, rather than more so than the Rodney Dangerfields or the Richard Pryors or the Well, I guess Richard Pryor.
Yeah, he was pretty good at it. Yeah. I know what you mean, though. The setup, punchline, boom.
Right.
I gotcha.
So, yeah, I loved it. I thought it was phenomenal. I think him talking about his wife and sort of like the love-hate relationship that they have is very super relatable in terms of, very obvious that, they're just a couple that have been married for years now, and they've just sort of learned to tolerate each other's bullshit.
Yeah, they do. He definitely rips on his family a lot. He calls his daughters mean names, but what the fuck are they gonna say? It's like he's making good money off of it.
That's right.
So yeah.
Well, he even has that joke. He's like, "Do you like those braces I got you? You like that car I got you for your 16th birthday? All told off of your stupid ass stories."
Yep. No, I agree with you. We did see him in Tallahassee, and so we knew some, like the one where he's at the auction. Mm-hmm. We were dying laughing when we saw it the first time. But he told a story when he was in town that didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
About the family dog passing away and everything like that, which that's why I've seen a couple comedians over the last year or two. I've seen Chappelle, I've seen Bill Burr, I've seen Tom Segura, and I've seen Bert Kreischer. And Dave Chappelle brought Jeff Ross and Mo Amer.
Wow.
He brought some heavy hitters with him.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Look at you getting your comedy bona fides in there.
Yeah, I got to get a couple more in. I think I'll be all right. But
I heard Cosby is touring.
Yeah, I'd see. He's been to FAMU a bunch of times. So, no, Bert, when we went there, that was the most... I enjoyed that show the most, one, because it was like he was back home in Tallahassee, even though he's not from here. Obviously, the Machine story took place at Florida State, which is dear to my heart. So, there it felt like we were kind of just hanging out a little bit more, as opposed to it was like telling, when he went into the Machine story, it went on for an extra 10 minutes.
Sure. Because
he was dropping, when he said, I'm going to tell that story, don't worry, so don't ask for it. But just know I'm going to give you guys extra details so you know exactly what it is I'm talking about. And he was bringing up building numbers, and he brought out hey, the person who did that is back there, and the professor.
I used to live at this apartment on this street, and the gate code is 8514.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I shouldn't have given that out.
Yeah. So he was really intimate, and so where that story you told about the dog didn't make it into the cut.
Yeah. The family dog.
The family dog passing, and we all were crying with him. But he did replace it with a story that was fucking hilarious about the escape room.
Yeah.
He didn't tell that one when we were there.
Right.
Because I remember my girlfriend and her son Sawyer saw Bert as well, and that was when they were up in Maryland. And they told me, "Oh, did you hear about the escape room story?" I was like, "I don't remember that one."
Yeah.
So that was a really pleasant surprise about his dad, and all they wanted for their birthday was to see them two go at it in an escape room for an hour.
He asked his daughters, what do you want for your birthday? And they played him with we want to go to an escape room, and the whole point was just to get Bert and his dad together in a room together because they knew that there was going to be explosions, and they were like,
That's all we wanted for my birthday. It was just to see you guys go at it.
Yeah, Bert's like, I'm gonna have a panic attack, and he's gonna lose his shit.
He's going to murder someone.
Yeah.
So hope you get what you wanted, kids.
Yeah. So no, it was. He really is. Love or hate the guy, he's a really good comic. You can't deny the skill of his craft, you know, and he knows what he's doing.
He might not be your particular flavor of Kool-Aid,
Hey,
but again, the guy's a phenomenal storyteller. Like, he knows how to weave a yarn, you know? Like, I can't speak for how, like, true it is or how, you know, he's been known to embellish details here and there according to his best friends, but
yeah, and wife and everybody. But I'm with it though, man.
But again, you know, never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
That's right. Say it again for the people in the back.
I never let the truth get in the way of a good story, bro.
Ain't that the truth?
So.
Rest in peace, Uncle Richard. We had an uncle. He was not a real uncle. We live in the South.
Right.
He was technically my mother's cousin, but I've always called him Uncle Richard.
Dude,
so.
any male figure that's older than you is just uncle. Every female figure that's older than you is just auntie.
Yeah, and trust me, there is a difference between. There's some uncles I do not call Unc. Unc is a certain. Unc might get drunk and show his ass at a party. You know what I'm saying? That's Unc. Unc might.
There's a difference between Unc Richard and Uncle Richard.
Yeah. Those that know the difference already know what I'm talking about, and that was a pointless explanation. But
that was a joke for two particular
people.
families.
Yeah, they know. No, I just mean people. I know a lot of people that, oh, that's Unc. Don't worry about him.
Right.
Unc might have a little too many and sleep on your couch for a little bit and be like, he'll get up when he's ready. Get up, get some barbecue, and
That's
head
right.
home.
Don't worry, he's gonna come back with milk and eggs for everybody.
Right.
We're gonna feast. It's gonna be okay.
That's Unc. So
yeah, he drank up all the beer last night, but don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'll make up. So no, we had an Uncle Richard, and he was so full of crap, and I mean that in the best way possible. Of like, I would being with him when some things took place, and then watching him tell that story back to other people was one of my favorite experiences, because it was the fish was always bigger, but not in a way of just like it was bullcrap, but I never cared, not for a single second. Like, I have a pretty high bullshit meter, and people would be surprised what I let them get away with if I actually were to be like, dude. But I think Michael does too. It's like, it's all good, but his was not from a place of like deceit. It was, but maybe it was his ego. I don't fucking know, but I always enjoyed that. And so that was a kind of a lesson that when you first told me that, when you said about don't let the truth get in the way of a good story, I always had a natural appreciation for that as is. And so Bert Kreischer kind of fills that void a little bit of just everything is either everything's more dramatic than it really was.
Sure.
If it was I got hit by a car, it was like, and then I bounced off the car and I get up and the lady's looking at, and it's really like they nudged you. You know, like that's the actual truth, but that's not interesting. So
well, it's to think I saw it on Mulberry Street, you know?
Yeah.
Like what happened? I saw a horse in a cart. Okay, well that's pretty boring, but what if it was a zebra pulling a cart? Well, you know, zebra pulling a cart, that's no good. And what if he's pulling a brass band, and then there's airplanes, and then I get the key to the city, and then Adriana Chechik comes down and like
keep going.
No.
So paint yourself out of that.
Yeah, but we were talking about we got sidetracked. We're talking about Razzle Dazzle. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was I think it was a little bit weaker than some of his previous outings, but not to his detriment. Not that it's completely unwatchable. It's just not nearly as tight as I think his other two were.
Yeah, it's hard for me to be a judge because I had known the jokes, and that's how it works. And like when I asked Sawyer, because Sawyer came, hey, you see Bert's new thing? I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know he dropped one. Like, yeah, turn on Netflix, you'll see him. I was like, all right, cool. I go, how is it? And the first thing he said to me, and it was Angie's kid, it was really good, but it's just hard to be a judge because I've seen a lot of the bits. Right. I was like, yeah, I got you.
Right.
He wasn't wrong. It's still really enjoyable to watch him do his thing, and his delivery. He obviously, by this point, by the time you record it, you know when to punch it up, when to you've worked it out. You've
when to wait.
It,
Right. When to wait for the pause. When to let it, let the audience sit in certain statements. Or
you think of new deliveries. Think of this works a little better here. The flow of things is a little different. So. Still, just watching do that was a blast. So that's how it works. You write the material, you tour the material, you shoot the material, you can the material.
Yeah, it's all editing. It's editing. But you're witnessing it live. It's every time you see a comedian go up and tell jokes, they're just editing their material. It's them revising it and going, well, what if I did this joke before that joke, or what if I changed this word in the joke because then it has a little bit more punch. Or if I say this joke and then just let the audience sit on it, then it allows me to go take them to a new place that they weren't expecting to go on the next joke. You know,
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It really is it's a finesse art form.
I think we're both pretty big fans of stand up. Like, I think we appreciate the craft for what it is, you know, and I'm not that big. It's the true last vestige of free speech, but like,
I mean, it can be, but just like any other art, you know, like not every movie is going to be Schindler's List. Not every movie,
Right.
you know, not every statue is going to be the Pietà. Not every, you know, like it can be. It doesn't necessarily mean it is.
Right. Yeah, I watched Mark Maron's special as well, the new one on HBO Max. I forget what it's called. Whatever. Something bleak to whatever it is. It's the new one by Mark Maron.
I'm Jewish and complaining.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the bit. But he has a bit in there talking about like, oh, you can't even do free speech anymore. And he's like, so you cancel culture comics. All 5 of you, what are you going to do? Talk about the same shit over and over and over? He's like, you can say whatever you want. You're just not fucking funny enough.
Right.
Like, he's going to bitch about how you can't say anything. And then he made a joke later. He circled back to it. And it was some joke about Jesus and abortion, all this stuff wrapped up into one. And he's like, but remember cancel culture comics. It's like, you can say whatever the fuck you want, just be funny about it. And I know Bert isn't that kind of guy to like really push the envelope in terms of, he doesn't talk politics or religion or any of that. He's pretty surface level, but he's still really good at what he does. And so I appreciate the fact that like in comedy, there is some truth to it being like, oh, you kind of can say whatever you want. And it's okay to, like Dave Chappelle said it best, and you know, I don't say what I say to be mean. I say it because it's the funniest thing to say.
Right.
I'm a comedian. I'm going for the joke. This is what it is. So I appreciate shit like that, and it's a art form I truly do respect. So here's to many more.
I
Here's
hope
to
so.
many more.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, though, yeah, we'll take a quick break. What's our sponsor today?
Stand-up comedy. Go support a local show and witness an art form. And we are back from our sponsors. Stand-up comedy. Go support local theater.
Yeah. Some funny people I know. Get your tight 5 for Letterman right. So speaking of fat, overweight comedians that will probably die early or have died early, which is a great pivot, I also watched Tommy Boy and Black Sheep.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Fucking they were on HBO Max, and I watched one, and then the other was like suggested for you. I'm like, fuck it, let's roll.
Of course, right?
Yeah, no, Tommy Boy is a really underrated comedy, man. I don't know if it's underrated. It's really funny though, man. It's slept on a lot, I think. People forget about it.
I mean, essentially they're kind of the same movie. It's Chris Farley has to go save his brother's business and or political campaign, and not David Spade. David Spade.
That would be a movie I'd watch.
What I done to you?
No, one is saving his dad. Tommy Boy is saving the brake company, and the other one's kind of saving his brother's political campaign. Mm-hmm. I mean, of the two, Tommy Boy is better.
You think?
Yeah. Because I mean, what they're known for best is Chris Farley being kind of a lovable buffoon who's somehow surprisingly agile and nimble, but also kind of lovable, but just dumb as hell. And David Spade being the snarky, like, I'm above you kind of thing.
Yeah, sardonic, caustic kind of.
And in Black Sheep, he still is like that, but they're not like that to each other. Like, he calls him an idiot back and forth. He's like, you idiot! And he's Chris Farley talking to David Spade in Black Sheep. And he doesn't really do that a lot in Tommy Boy. He accepts the fact that he is the idiot. So he's just like, man, shut up, Richard. Like, he's not as mean to him or doesn't really rib him back. And he does that a little bit more in Black Sheep. And the dynamic between Chris Farley and David Spade works better.
Oh, of course.
When David Spade is being a snarky little prick. Because he plays one really well.
Right.
And Chris Farley being the lovable
I would
buffoon.
watch that movie.
I would watch that too. So yeah, no, it's good. There's a part and Black Sheep also really relies on him falling down, like pratfall after pratfall, and him like a lot of physical comedy. And there's a little bit more delivery to it in Tommy Boy. But there's a scene in Black Sheep, I was kind of half in, half out. I was trying to fall asleep, but I kept smiling. When he's falling down the hill, and he grabs the little plant, and he's like, thank you, little roots. Be strong.
Oh God!
Yeah. And you see him like he's so good. He's ripping it out as he's doing it. He's pulling so hard that it's just letting go. But thank you, Little Roots. It's a really good bit. And the first time you see the fat guy, little coat, in Tommy Boy, like it's an instant classic, man.
Hey Richard, who's your favorite little rascal? Alfalfa or Spanky?
Spanky, yeah. It's the way he talks to the one chick. He's like, I have what you call a little bit of a weight problem. I once had 2 Polish sausage lodged right here.
His whole dynamic when he orders the chicken wings and he's like, I just take this thing that I love so much and I just smash it and I smash it. She's like, I'm going to bring you the wings. He's like, thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
Tommy want wingy.
Tommy want wingy, yeah. He, yeah, and also you can tell in Black Sheep, he looks really coked out of his mind. He constantly has a snot dribble. I don't know if it's just him sweating from being overweight or that, but a combination of two. But
come see, come saw.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I enjoyed those, man. They're again, I definitely think Tommy Boy is the better of the two, though. But
sure. What about the oft-forgot Beverly Hills Ninja?
I like that movie. I forget there's somebody in that movie that
Robin Shaw.
Also,
Liu Kang.
Isn't Ninja in that from the past?
Maybe.
I think he is. No, it might not be. There's somebody in there that I forget that was like, oh yeah.
No, is it Casper from Kids?
I don't remember. Yeah, that might be it. Yeah. I can't remember, but it's somebody in. It's somebody in there.
One of those genetic. Is it Jamie Kennedy?
It might be. Probably. Yeah, those are great movies. So I wanted to give a shout out to other fat, overweight, heavy drinking comedians while we're on the subject. I guess we'll
somewhere Burt Kreischer's like, I'm the new Chris Farley.
That's actually. Hey, look, man, we put Brendan Fraser in the category with Daffy Duck, and what an honor that is.
That's right.
So, you know what, Burt, we'll give it to you. Well, after the machine comes, we'll see your physical comedy prowess.
Right. That's right.
Chris Farley's tough to beat. Man.
That's yeah.
He would take one for the team quite often, man. So, but yeah, to pivot into that, the Super Mario movie. Speaking of fat stuff, are you excited for that movie at all?
No, not
Why not?
really. Because I kind of feel like they did it right the first time with Johnny Legs and Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins, really? I don't know.
Let us not forget the illustrious Dennis Hopper as King Koopa.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited about it, man. I'm trying not to watch any trailers because apparently they're taking it like old school. I think it's like under 90 minutes. It's like 85 or 88 minutes or something like that.
Sweet. I think that's about all I can take on that.
Yeah. And so...
I mean, how do you expand the Mushroom Kingdom into like a Lord of the Rings level trilogy event?
There'll be more. There's a lot of lore in Mario.
As long as they do Mario Kart racing and or pushy penguins, we are good to go.
That's what actually made me want to see it. In the trailer, the Penguin King runs up to Koopa and he throws an ice ball at him. And I was like, "There's pushy penguins in this movie." Like, I'm there. So I'm a sucker, man. You just give me some Yoshi. Actually, I hope they save Yoshi because there's going to be a second one.
No, that's got to be. Yoshi's going to come in either the last 15 minutes or the stinger at the end.
He better be. I mean, you can kind of guess what it is. Luigi's the damsel in distress as opposed to Peach because it doesn't pass whatever test that is otherwise.
The Bechdel test?
Yeah, the Bechdel test, yeah. It won't otherwise, and she needs to be strong and independent or else Anna Taylor-Joy won't play her. And Charlie Day will gladly play Luigi. So, I don't know. The voice cast looks really good, man. So I'm there for it.
Who do they have playing Toad?
Keegan-Michael Key.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll watch that. Yeah.
Bowser is Jack Black, and his voice is metal, bro.
Hell
you heard
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be gangster, man. Charlie Day's Luigi, Chris Pratt's Mario.
Yeah, the voice casting, I don't know, might leave something to be desired. Hearing Chris Pratt try to do his Mario voices, I don't know. We'll see. I'm reserving judgment, but not the direction I would have gone.
The only thing I get why they need a star to do it, but like the guy who voices Mario for the last like 30 years is still alive.
Right?
It doesn't make sense.
It kind of seems like
If it was live action,
we need somebody to play Optimus Prime. Well, is Frank Welker around? He is, but we're gonna get somebody else.
Yeah,
no, that's not how that fucking works.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, so whatever. But speaking of which, we can talk a little what you've been playing before we get out of here.
What have I been playing? Oh, I just got onto the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Word is bond?
Word is bond, son. if you're into old school like smash 'em up button mashing side scrollers, you can't beat this one. It's pretty entertaining, man. And especially with like online capabilities, you can go through and play with I think up to like 6 people. They throw in Casey Jones. They throw in he's unlockable. They throw in April O'Neil, Splinter. I think there's a couple of others that might be unlockable that I haven't gotten to yet. So,
did you watch the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer, Mutant Mayhem?
I did watch it actually. That's the one that Seth Rogen's doing. Yeah.
Who will be the voice of Donkey Kong in the Mario movie as well? I'm with it.
Let's do it.
I'm with it. Yeah, no.
It's very similar to the old school. God, what was the third one? Turtles in Time.
That was 4. 3 was Manhattan.
Okay.
Yeah. 3 was Turtles in Manhattan. Yeah. But no, those games fucking rule, man. Like, let's be very real here.
It's very much a send up / reboot / reconfiguring of that type of thing. So highly entertainable.
Yeah, I have the anniversary collection. I still haven't fired it up yet, but I've been on a quest, man. A fucking biblical quest. I have beaten...
Might say a Dragon Quest?
A Dragon Quest, yes, indeed. I did finally beat Dragon Quest 8 after many, many hours. Uh-huh. I have beaten it officially. There's always more to do, but it's like, I'm done. I can... At this point, it's a recycling of what you've already done. So did that, finally, after 100-something hours. I am trying to knock out all my role-playing games that have been looming over me. Mm-hmm. So I'm 6 badges into Pokemon Blue. About to knock that down. And I beat Metroid Fusion.
Okay.
Which was
it's a great game.
Yeah, for Game Boy Advance. They released it on Switch, so knock that out real quick.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, man. It's... Because they released Metroid Prime, and I have a copy of that, and I didn't want to start it because, one, I love that game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. But I was like...
Over Mega Man 3?
One of my favorite games. 3 is the answer. I played 3 and beat 3 also as well. I beat all the 8 Robot Masters with just the Buster, because I was like, need to learn the patterns again. But no, I also beat, and this is the other thing I want to talk to you about, I beat Zelda, A Link to the Past, the SNES game, for the very first time in my life.
Okay.
Yeah, I had gotten through like 7 or 8 dungeons, and there was only like 2 left, and I was like, fuck, I still haven't beaten that, and so I just went ahead and knocked it out real quick. So,
what'd you think, man?
Man, of the Zelda games, it's probably top 3, I think.
It's pretty hard to beat.
I haven't played all of them. I've never played Skyward Sword, and I never beat Twilight Princess. But
Twilight Princess might... For me, you could argue that either Ocarina of Time or Twilight Princess might be the best Zelda game. But yeah, Link to the Past is pretty hard to beat. That's
yeah, everything that was built off of it rests on that game's shoulders.
Yeah, that was the one that really set down the lore of the Master Sword and Ganondorf and
the alternate having the item, the secondary item. It did it a little bit in the first one, but like the top down view of everything, like that was the one that was like, oh, it rests on this game's shoulders to do, and everything was kind of built from that and where it was perfected. And then it pivoted to 3D with Ocarina and did that for way too long. Where it was just A button does everything, jump this whatever. So and the Breath of the Wild came out. The reason I brought it up is they dropped the new trailer for the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Have you seen it?
I have seen
the gameplay footage of it.
It looks amazing.
Shit is gonna shit on everything.
Beautiful. Like, I am so ready for this. The next gen Zelda game. I mean, Zelda's one of those franchises. I mean, it's synonymous with the history of video games. You talk about that, Tetris, Mario, maybe and those are the classics. Pitfall, maybe you can bring in there, but you can't. It's perfection, and it's only gotten better in every iteration. Most iterations.
Yeah, most iterations. There's not like a bad version of it. There's some that are just way better than other. It's the Godfather 3 of it all.
Right.
It's like it's not necessarily a bad movie, but comparatively, it's like
right.
But
given the last outing.
Yeah, they just released some gameplay footage of it, so I was blown away by it. And you can meld shit, and you can just take a rock and a stick and mash them together, and you're like, now I have a hammer. So like, gameplay shit's gonna be crazy. So.
But it's going to be interesting to see all the different combinations people come up with, like the online community being like, "Did you know if you take your horse and mix it with your bow and arrow,
horse arrows?" It's like Monty Python.
That's right.
Oh man, well we are scraping the yeah, I just didn't know if you had seen that yet.
Yeah.
I just mostly just wanted to brag the fact that I beat that many games in 6 all the time. I've been really stressing some of those, and I was like, golly.
Between Ninja Turtles and Red Dead, that's pretty much been my But I am going after all the satchels, so got that going for me.
Well, cool.
I'm gonna unlock all of those.
Well, cool. I think we're scraping the bottom of the barrel here at What You've Been Watching into our What You've Been Playing sub-segment. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? We'll talk a little bit about Last of Us. I have not watched the finale yet, so we'll talk about that next.
Just save that for next
Yeah,
time.
we'll talk about
give
that
a chance
later.
to watch that, and we'll,
John Wick 4.
Another thing that I need to see so we can talk about that.
I-
So let's save that for the
I
next one.
teased it. So, yeah. I guess just come back next week, next same time, channel, same bat, whatever, however the fucking saying goes. Hit them with it. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Cool. I guess I am MD3 signing out.
And I am the marvelous Mike D.
Go see a movie.
And talk about it with somebody that you love.